Oh my god. We are live. We're going to give it like a few minutes. Usually that's how it goes. Hi guys, happy Friday. How are you guys doing? Are you ready to Kiki? I'm going to try to get this app. I want to try this and I feel like this is very spontaneous. Okay, there we go. I feel like I kind of fixed it. Sometimes like it's weird because sometimes the comments and it doesn't really show up when you go on certain lives. Odelia says, "Hi, sweetie. I made it to your live. Hi, thank you for being on the live today. I appreciate you." We have Diva on the budget. Happy Friday, handsome. I'm so glad you did a live today. I needed to talk to you. Oh my God, yes. I feel like this week has definitely been super crazy. Super, super, super crazy. We'll get into it. There's a lot of things that I want to share with you guys, and I'm starting to make a little bit of a list, and we can all kiki and we can all talk about everything. My little Starbucks. I have a little cake pop that I took one bite from it. Santa says, "Is there a way to buy from last call without going to Texas or Florida?" There's one in LA, in Los Angeles too. No, you have, from my understanding, you have to buy it in the store. Now, through me, since I live in Houston now, the way I do it is if the SAs text me, even that goes for like San Marcos or Gucci and everything. I thought about going tomorrow. Let me know if I should go to the San Marcos outlets tomorrow. I thought about doing that tomorrow. I feel like that'd be such a really great video. Let me know if you want me to do that. I thought about it. Um, but you have to be in store, unfortunately, unless you know somebody that is willing. But I always had my friends or like my family to go pick up items that I bought. So even when I buy clothes and stuff, I just tell the person to just look at their ID and give them the stuff. Tasha says, "Hey Sergio, you're so dope. Thank you so much, Tasha, for being on the live. I appreciate you." Hey sis, from the gram. I didn't find much at San Marcos outlets. You didn't find a lot. How was the Prada outlet? I know that you were at the Prada outlet, so I want to see how it was. Because honestly, I feel like I'm kind of down to make a trip tomorrow, but I'm not 100% sure. I already bought my birthday bag, and that should come on Wednesday. And I'll show you guys the moment I get it because I'm gonna wear it. Um, I bought my birthday bag. I paid for it today. It's gonna get shipped on Monday, and I get it on Wednesday. And I'm so 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 excited for it. So I cannot wait for you guys to see it and my birthday outfits and everything. I have everything lined up. Everything is sickening in the house, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it all. Jan says, "What YSL purse do you recommend?" Um, I recommend the Saint Laurent Kate, the Saint Laurent camera bag in the smaller size or in the larger one. Anything with that grainy leather tends to hold up really well in the darker colors. I'm about to actually send my Kate for repair since I've had it for like almost 4 or 5 years. It's starting to have like a little bit of wear on the corner, so I'm just gonna get it reglazed, and that's something that YSL does, but it just takes forever to get your bag back. But I'm gonna send it because it's worth it. Um, let's see. Do you know an essay at Prada Outlet? As of now, I don't. I don't know any essays from there as of now. Uh, I think I don't really buy a whole lot from the Prada Outlet. I'm pretty sure I have like somebody's card. I think I have a Versace and a YSL contact. but that's about it. I should probably go and start asking people for their cards, and so I can share them with you guys. Chris says, "Hi, what do you think of Strathberry bags? Thinking about getting a mini tote." I love Strathberry. I'm actually looking to get a Strathberry bag. I was looking at bags that I want to add for my birthday. I want to add two bags. So basically, I'm actually going to end up going for a video that's going to go out on either Monday or Tuesday. It's another alternative video, and I feature one of those bags. I'm going to get that instead of it. I love Strathberry. It's just a little too delicate that for the smooth leather, and the inside is that kind of liney, suede microfiber material. Since it's lighter for most of their bags, it gets really dirty easily. I think it's such a lovely bag, but I would get it because I have no kids. I take care of all my stuff really well, but it would be fine. But if I was like a mommy, if I was shoving it in the airport, I don't think it'd be a good bag. I think it's a good everyday bag if you're single or if your children are a little grown up and you look after your bags. So those bags can look beat up very, very easily. Um, Miss Diva said, "Handsome, do you know the official owners of Karl Lagerfeld handbags? I know his name is on them, but I heard he's not the official owner. Is that true?" He is not the official owner. I think it's under like that Calvin Klein. Here I can look it up right now. I think it's Calvin Klein. I think it's that group. Let's see. It's G3 Apparel. So let's see who's under G3 Apparel. All brands. So yeah, see, it is owned. See, I knew it because DKNY, Calvin Klein, Tommy Hilfiger, Karl Lagerfeld, Donna Karen, GH Bass Originals, Andrew Marc, Kohan, which I thought Kohan was owned by Nike. That's very interesting. Elijah J, Dockers, Wilson's Leather, Guess, oh my God, Kenneth Cole, Levi's, Vince Camuto, Margaritaville, Jessica Howard. Oh my God, that's a big conglomerate. I did not know about that. The only reason I knew that it was owned by Calvin Klein just by the tags, like it was that same, but I did not know that G3 owned that many brands. That's a lot. Well, it says owned or licensed. Okay, so they own DKNY, Karl Lagerfeld, Donna Karen, uh, Bill, that expensive swimmer line. There's like a store right here around the corner, here at the shops at River Oaks. Elijah J. Wilson's Leather, and Andrew Marc. That's what they owned, and then they have the licensing rights to Calvin Klein, Tommy Hilfiger, and the other brands I mentioned, Kohan. Okay, so Kohan is Nike, but they just have the licensing. So I guess it's just like they own and license, but I guess it's like a little conglomerate, but it's G3 who owns it. So no wonder those are the same brands. Like you always see Tommy, Calvin Klein, Karl Lagerfeld. You see all those brands like at Marshalls and Ross. Like they have like the Macy's lines, like the Dillards, like the department stores. Then you see them kind of like in their own outlet stores or their own stores, and then you see them discounted. So they have like three core products for all these different customers. Armando says they didn't have much, a lot of SOGs, like you said. Versace had some nice ready to wear. Oh my God, I need some Versace ready to wear because the bag that I got is something that I didn't think I was expecting to get. It's in this color, pink, but I love it. It definitely gives me very Nicki Minaj Barbie vibes. Um, since you asked, I would love to see the video if you have time. I think I should make a video on conglomerates. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Because, it's LVMH, it's Kering, G3, the Estee Lauder Group, Luxottica, Marc Klein. It's very few companies, probably like 20 to 30 companies, Capri Holdings, which is my, of course, Jimmy Choo, Versace. It's very few. Like, there's not a lot of brands that are their own little, like, they usually own multiple. So I do like a Tory Burch because they're just their own company. They're not like a sister or anything to anything. I like Prada, Miu Miu, and I think they own one or two other brands. It's a little bit more smaller. I like more of the smaller ones. I feel like once the bigger they are, I feel like the things look a little bit more mass produced. I don't know, in a sense, but I do like houses that are a little bit smaller, like conglomerates that are a little bit smaller, or like L'Oreal's like Valentino Beauty, which I did not know that until last week. Urban Decay, Armani, and like a bunch of stuff. And this is like all like common knowledge. Like you can Google it up, but a lot of people just don't know. Like Luxottica, like Ray-Ban, Chanel. When I worked at Nordstrom, it would always be like all the same brands. They all come from the same place. Uh, like a pair of Michael Kors glasses that I have, they literally feel the exact same as the Chanel glasses that I had when I worked at Nordstrom. Or in Tory Burch is also made by Luxottica. I should actually make a conglomerates video. I feel like that'd be very, very interesting because you get to kind of see how how connect the lines are with a lot of things. Um, Miss Cushine says, "Hello SS, happy Friday to you." Chris says, Javina Diva says, "Hello there, Sergio. Hello, how are you?" Chris said, "Thanks for the advice. Yeah, anytime. But I do love Strathbury though, and it was a brand that I would always love selling." When I worked at Nordstrom. I was there when we got it introduced. Um, let's see. TNDRA says, "Hi, recently found you and love you. Well, I love you too. Thank you so much for watching and being part of the live. I appreciate you." Diva says, "It's under G3 umbrella. Thank you so much, handsome. I truly appreciate it." Oh yeah, anytime. Like for me, I always love to talk about brands. I always love numbers. I always love statistics. I always like a lot of behind the scenes work. Like I love that, and so I don't mind always like answering a question or anything. But thank you so much for the question, and thank you so much for being on this live. And I've been seeing you comment on these last little few videos, so I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate it. What is your favorite cologne to use? It's by Brian Horror. My favorite, I have 4 favorite fragrances that I use. I do switch them up, but these are just the 4 fragrances that I use: Byredo Bibliothèque, Byredo Black Saffron, Byredo Mixed Emotions, and Tom Ford Ombre Leather. Those are the 4 fragrances that I use. If you ever meet me in person, 95% of the time, those are the 4 fragrances that I would wear. It's very rare to me to get out of any of those 4 fragrances, but especially right now, Mixed Emotions and Tom Ford Ombre Leather are the ones that I use the most. I like a little bit more niche fragrances, but for me, this is just my opinion. I don't like. I have a lot of more perfumes. Like I have Chanel Chance. Like I have Burberry. I have like I don't know Acqua di Gio, La Home by Saint Laurent, YSL. I have a bunch of fragrances, but I don't really use them. I like to. For me, when it comes to fragrance, I love to have a signature scent. I love to have like that classic 2 to 3 scents, and that's about it. Right now, I'm 4. I think I'm gonna cut Bibliothèque off and just make it Black Saffron, Mixed Emotions, and Tom Ford Ombre Leather. But I don't like to have more than 4 or 5 fragrances. I like to keep them super niche so they don't I don't know, I feel like they're more personalized. When you smell me or my friends tell me smells like Sergio, you know what I mean? Versus it's a new fragrance every single time people see me. I like a fragrance that when people see me and when people sniff me, they're like, that's a Sergio fragrance. Oh, you're wearing Sergio's jacket. You know what I mean? Oh, that's Sergio's. Like, you know what I mean? It's pretty much like a signature scent. So I don't like to have a lot of fragrances. Those are the 4 ones that I use. Uh, let's see. Janelle Rogerson, do you have any favorite candle companies? I don't. I just kind of go through phases. Right now, I have this Tom Ford, a fabulous one. I have some Diptyque candles. I have Bath and Body Works candles and stuff like that. I've never actually tried a Joe Malone candle. I want to try Forever Mood candles. I haven't tried those. I have some candles from Fashion File that they gave me as gifts throughout the years that I haven't burnt. I like these, but they're like more bougie candles. I don't really light them up every day. I don't think that's realistic. I have a Toy Birch candle that I got as a gift last year, and I use it all the time. But I honestly, I go for a Bath and Body Works candle and call it a day. I think candles are too expensive for them to be burning. Like I feel like I'm burning my money. So a $15 like coupon, like Bath and Body Works candle that's gonna last me forever. I'd much rather do that. But I will say I haven't bought Bath and Body Works in a very long time, in over a year. I don't really like buying from L brands anymore, like Victoria's Secret or Bath and Body Works or whatever, the White Barn. I don't really buy from them as much. I don't think that's a company that I want to give my money to, but I haven't. I need to find a replacement to Bath and Body Works. I want a big candle jar that's like not over $25, that it smells good. If you guys have any recommendations, I would appreciate them. But my mom loves Anthropology candles, so I should probably get into that. Um, Let's see. I abbreviate to hide my real name. Oh, here. It's pronounced Teodra. Hello. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Got it. Um, Renee Daniel says, "Hi, Sergio. What do you think of Ralph Lauren bags?" Oh, I love Ralph Lauren bags. I love Ralph Lauren as a brand. It's a new brand that I want to get into. I like their Ralph Lauren like purple label or collection, like where they have like I don't. Do they still make the Ricky bag? That was like a really popular like higher end bag that they had. Uh, let's see. That's something that they still make. Yeah, they still make the Ricky bag. It's $2,700. But I like them. I think they're very classic. I don't really like I like that a lot of the Ralph Lauren items don't have like a lot of monogram. They're very clean, they're very edited. I don't really care for Polo Ralph Lauren, like where it says Polo or like all like the narco looking shirts that like narcos wore like a decade ago. I like just a little pony, like more stuff like I like the more cleaner it looks, the better I like. And I like all the lines. I just don't like a lot of like the big polo stuff. I think that's a little bit too much for me. Yes, please video. Yeah, I think I should make a video on that. I think that'd be a really nice informational video, and it'll be like a timeless video that people could always watch back. Sobe says, "Hi Sergio, do you think big bags are coming back? If so, are you planning on buying them?" Yes, yes, and yes. As of now, I have plans to get 5 bags before my birthday. Um, One is designer and the 4 contemporary. But after that, I definitely do. I'm gonna get some pre-loved bags. I think big bags are in, but honestly, it's always like your personal preference. I feel like nowadays, I feel like fashion isn't as strict as it was a decade ago or 20 years ago. I feel like everybody wore the same thing. Like, I feel like now fashion is very fluid in a sense where you can, anything is popular now. Like, there's a group that you can relate to. If, let's say, Burberry's not pushing Burberry plaid, but there's a Burberry plaid community that people love to wear that. You know what I mean? There's a market for that. Maybe it's smaller, not as niche, or Celine for Phoebe Philo. Like, you know what I mean? There's like really niche markets, but I feel like everything kind of has its little moment. I think big bags are coming in. I don't really like huge bags, even though like I'm a little bit more on the taller side. I'm 5'11", allegedly 6 foot allegedly, and so I don't really like I don't really like a lot of huge bags because they're unless I have to carry my laptop. That's the only reason really why I carry a big bag. If other, I just carry smaller bags, so I don't really carry a lot in my day to day. But they are gonna come back, but I don't think it's gonna be as big as people make it seem. Oh my god, these bags are gonna come in. I feel like if you're traveling, you carry your laptop, you carry your whole life with you. Yes, if you're a mommy, yes. But I feel like if you're like just like me, am I gonna carry a big tote like this, like a big long shop nylon bag? I'm probably not. Just because I prefer smaller ones for like every day. But I think they are gonna come back, but just not as big as everybody's making it seem like they're gonna come back. Um, but I do want to buy a Prenda Schooler PS1 in like a really big size. I've been wanting a Prenda Schooler. I want a 3.1 Philippa and Pashley. I know those were probably like a decade ago. Probably get it like for $100 off of eBay. I love those because they're pretty much fall, no logos. They just go with everything. It's just a big, high quality leather bag. So those are some of the bags that I have up my alley that are on the bigger side. And the big YSL tote, that new one that came out, I really do like that one. Uh, Roy says, "Hey Sergio, hey, how are you?" Michelle says, "Hola, casi lo pierdo. Love you, Sergio. I love you too." Chris says, "What do you think of Gani black leather banner toe?" It says it's made with recycled leather. Never heard of that before. Let's look that up because I don't really know what that looks like. But I can get a good understanding. Oh yeah, it does say recycled leather. I've never heard. I mean, I've seen recycled leather, but not in like in a bigger brand. It's actually cute, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of Ganni bags, a lot of Ganni everything, they have like the weird logos, like weird placement, and so I like that in the toe. First of all, it's 265 or 395, depending on what size you want. I like that it's black on black, so it looks a little bit more clean, a little bit more edited. I love Ganni clothes, but I feel like sometimes their logo is like put on weird spots. So I have a few Ganni pieces. I think they're nice. They just opened a Ganni store here in Houston, like maybe like less than a month ago. but I like it. But I have to look into that recycled leather. I've heard obviously recycled like polyester, nylon, but recycled leather. I want to see how that process of that really is, because I haven't heard about that either. Is it like a certain type of leather? Is it just a mixture of all different types of leather? Do they turn the leather into liquid? I don't know, but I need to look into that. But I think it's cute, and I think for a leather bag, I think for under $400, I don't think it's bad. I do too. Nest candles are amazing. Oh yeah, Nest candles are good. I have gotten. I think I got a gift for a Nest candle like maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Um, I need to look into that. And they're pretty big. I do remember I had like a pretty decent jar. Who makes Nest candles? I forgot who, but I know someone had them on sale like not too long ago. Um, they also, Brian said they all sound amazing, darling. It's my favorite right now. Why Eau de Perfume by Why so it lasts so long. Oh, I do like Why a lot. That's just like the darker bottle, right? Oh yeah, I do like that one a lot. I like a lot of Why so fragrances or anything made up by L'Oreal. So like Armani Code is something that I would wear like in elementary, junior high. Aqua di Gio. I like Y a lot. I did have Y at one point. La Home. A lot of fragrances for men. Spice Bomb is made by L'Oreal. A lot of men's fragrances from L'Oreal I tend to really like. For whatever reason, I gravitate towards them. And since you got the other perfume, it's gonna last a lot longer. And I always prefer other perfume versus all the toilette or like different concentrations. Other perfume is the best. Happy Day says, hi, Sergio Love from London. We have a London subscriber. Hi from Little Old Texas. How are you? Kay says, I like TJ Maxx candles, the DW brand. Okay, I'm going to copy that. You guys know I have to copy everything, and I do my little research after the video. I'm going to look at that. This name said Miss Sunshine. I've just committed to dip tea bronze in the shadow of water, the perfume to the candles and bases. About to perfume my new solid. It said Misty Sunshine. Okay, I'm gonna look at that because I definitely do want to stop getting into Bath and Body Works and those type of candles. I don't know. I'm not a big Bath and Body Works girl. Every time I walk past by them, I'm like, ooh, I'm trying to walk away. But I'm gonna look into that. Thank you. Kay says Pottery Barn has some good ones. I have not been to Pottery Barn in like over a year, but I will go. I need to find some new candles. These hundred over dollar candles. It's not an everyday purchase. It's something you buy like maybe once a year to be cute. You burn it on a good occasion when you're kicking with the girls. That's about it. It's not an everyday. You just burn it just because you want to. They're too expensive. Well, at least for me, I would never pay no it's just too expensive. I got a new part time to work at TJ Maxx. Oh my God, how do you like it? Is it good? And do you work at a runway store? Because I definitely want to know that. Tatiana says, hi, babes. Hi, how are you? Sobi says, thank you for answering my question and sharing your opinions with us. Oh, anytime. I love that's what I'm here for, to Kiki with the girls. So you guys can always ask me anything. Coco Mommy says, hey, Sergio, love your bids and opinions on fashion. Do you think social media has harped its way on flawed bags from Chanel after all it's made from animal skin, which is not perfect to begin with? That's a really good question. I feel like nothing is super perfect nowadays. I feel like everything is made kind of like in disintegrated quality, where in a sense where it's more of a fast pace to make more money. Like I feel like certain fragrances are more diluted. I feel like certain bags are not supposed to make. Brands put more new bags, more it bags, more trends, more shoes. These department stores buy more than ever to try to keep up with their customer, and I just feel like everything is just a little bit fast paced. I think the problem why people make big deals about flaws with Chanel bags if is because of the major price increases. So since it's a major price increase, it makes people feel kind of upset, and so they're gonna start nitpicking Chanel. Well, if you're gonna start charging, five price increases in the last 2 years or 6 years, the last 3 years you've had six price increases, five price increases, we're gonna be more picky on what you on everything. You know what I mean? And so I think that's why people nitpick Chanel a little bit more than other brands, because there's other brands that have quality issues. In designer and contemporary, but I feel like people nitpick it a little much because of the price increases. In my opinion, they're more picky. Oh, Chanel, you want to be greedy? Then we're gonna hold you accountable. We're willing to pay the price of the quality is there. But I think at a certain time, I think Chanel knows what they're doing. They're like, our customer's gonna buy it regardless, and we're good. We're eating. We're fine. And I think that's where the issue is. It's not necessarily Chanel because the consumer allows that, and there's such a long, strong following. And it's crazy because if any of those luxury YouTubers that keep making videos and complaining about Chanel or whatever, like let's say if a girl gets has a whole Chanel collection or buys a Chanel bag, and then the moment they get the smallest thing, this is just my opinion, okay? I'm not coming for anybody. I'm just saying, if the small, quick people are so quick to judge a brand, but the moment that they get sent just something small from Chanel, their attitude changes. And that's why I feel like with a lot of the top bloggers, I really don't really watch them. I don't really care for them. I kind of watch bloggers and YouTubers that are a little bit mid to lower just because I feel like they're a little bit more authentic. I feel like once you reach a certain level, you're just trying to keep that relationship with the brand. And I feel like you're not, I don't know. I just feel like people are just kind of controversial. People are kind of more picky and choosy when it comes to stuff like that. Uh, but yeah, I think that's why people make a big deal about it. It's because of the price increases. If it wasn't that big as dramatic price increases, people wouldn't complain as much. So they're kind of holding Chanel on their necks. Chris says, thanks again. I know I kind of went off a little bit, but that's usually me on every live stream. Adela Michelle says, hey, Sergio, or hello, Sergio. Hello, how are you? A handsome August is a birthday month, right? No, it's actually September 4th. So I share a birthday with Beyonce. I know I keep playing with this cake pop for like the last 30 minutes, but it's September 4th, love. So I am a Virgo. Louise says, how many tote bags by Marc Jacobs do you own? Because I always bought a different one each time on your videos. I have 5. Well, now I have 4. I got rid of one, but I'm going to be adding so much more Marc Jacobs, especially in these new seasons. But I have 4 as of now, and I love all my tote bags equally. I'm looking at some of them right now, but I will be adding more tote bags later on in the future. Exactly. The DW brand candles from TJ Maxx are the best price and great price points. I'm gonna look into that, and next time I go to TJ Maxx, I'm gonna look for those because, honey, I need me some good candles, but I don't want to break an arm and a leg for a candle. Michelle says, I just bought my first Versace piece for 70% off at Nordstrom. It's the men's chain Coach wallet. Have you seen it? I haven't gotten it yet, but curious to see how it fits. Got it from $372 from $1,300. That's actually a really great price on Versace ready to wear. Let's look it up. You can find a lot of great Versace NFCs in. Oh yeah, it's super cute. It's super cute. I will say Versace in general, in my opinion, I find that Versace runs a little big. I always feel like, especially in men's, I find that it runs a little big. I always feel like I have to size down in men's. Women, I feel like I can just get my regular size, but I feel like in men's, I always have to size down because I feel like Versace men's runs a little bit big. But I will say through the department stores and the websites, you find more better deals on Versace than like even the Versace stuff. It's the sell itself, or like from the outlet. I feel like the outlet you only really get good deals on the ready to wear. I think everything else you can find more inexpensive somewhere else. Love you, Sergio. What's your opinion on the Dior Bobby? I've had my eye on it in camel. Let's see. I love the Dior Bobby. I wouldn't get the small one or like the East West. I would just get the classic Dior Bobby. It's such a classic, very clean, like little like satchel. I just like how it kind of gives me utilitarian vibes. I usually, when I think of it, I think of it with a pretty like a Zimmerman outfit. I feel like it's very clean. It's very effortlessly. It's one of my favorite bags from Dior. I definitely do prefer that one than a lot of the new ones. For Dior, I really like just a Lady Dior. I like Dior Bobby. I like the saddle bag, but honestly, I would get a Bobby over a saddle just because I feel like a lot of people don't carry the Bobby, and I think it's so pretty, and I think it's like it's one of those bags that are very underrated for the brand, but I know people really, really love that bag. So I like it, and I think if you get it, you're not doing a wrong decision. I think it's a really great one. Let's see. Do you still have your Brian says, do you still have your Loewe printed toe? I always love that piece in your collection. No, I do not. I gave it to one of my friends. And so it's back in Dallas because I had a friend that was like every single time was like, I love that toe, I love that toe, I love that toe. And they're like, can I borrow it to go to Spain? So the bag went to Spain, right? And then I was gonna get the bag back. And when I got the bag back, I'm just like, you can just have it. But I just never used it a whole lot. It's really, really pretty, but I just never used it. So I gave it to one of my friends, and he's using it, he's loving it. And sometimes in my collection, I either sell it, or if my friend really loves something or they appreciate it, I much rather go towards them because they could appreciate the item a lot more than I would. I go through things all the time. I love things left and right. And so I can just find another thing that I love later on. And I feel like it pays forward because I think I got it really inexpensive from a friend. And yeah, I bought it from a friend. And then for like really cheap, like pennies on the dollar. And then I gave it to him, and then now he's using it. So, I think I only worn the bag like 1 or 2 times, but I know what bag, I still think about it sometimes, but I never really used it. I would use it as a pull bag, but I'm like, I'm gonna damage this bag so fast because the inside was like lined with suede. But that bag was made super, super well. Chris says, I bought Saint Laurent Rishuto and striped linen and didn't think the quality was good, so I returned it before using it. It came from stacks with a stain too. Yeah, when you buy from department stores, the quality control sometimes isn't there as like an actual designer store. I don't know. I feel like when it comes to buying from designer store, from like wholesale, like anything that wholesales that's not the brand, I'm always a little bit more cautious. That's something that I prefer to buy in store. Like anything over $1,000, unless it's like used, I wouldn't buy from a website unless I'm looking at it in person, or if I go in person and they don't have a new one, to make sure they call like a store and like confirm that it's a brand new style, like it's brand new, never been touched. You'd be surprised, people have to process this return so fast. These brands don't want to pay the time to actually inspection every item. That's why sometimes, like when I worked at Nordstrom, people return fake bags, and those fake bags would be on the floor. There's a video on TikTok where there was the fake YSL shoe at Neiman Marcus Beverly Hills, like on the floor, because people aren't trained, people don't know enough. Like I could spot it all day, every day, but there's only a few people that actually care or actually know. But I mean, I think the Saint Laurent toe, I mean, it's good. I have mine. I use it. I love it. But it's not, I wouldn't say it's like a Dior book toe where it's a little bit more sturdy. It's definitely, mine has definitely gotten a lot more floppy, but I still love it. But I definitely see what you mean with that. Michelle says, I just bought my second YSL purse, a sunset medium, a monogram YSL croc. I know it's not the usual color, but I opted for all black with black hardware. But I love, but was that a bad, I love it, but was that a bad purchase? Um, no, I don't think it's a bad purchase. I actually like the sunset. I like that it has the clochette. I like that the chains, you can make it kind of a little bit longer crossbody depending where how it hits you. And I like that you can carry it more as a flat bag. And I like the little two pockets. I don't know. I've always liked the sunset bag from YSL. So I don't think it's a bad purchase. I like the croc because the croc is going to hold up a little bit better than some of the other materials that the sunset has been made throughout the years. I don't think it was a bad purchase. I actually really like the sunset. Michelle says, Nori had some Versace poolsides for 150, but chose the jacket. I think the jacket is better than the slides. But I got a Versace bag. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. And I get it on either Wednesday or Thursday next week. So be prepared for a little unboxing. I'm so excited. It's one of my birthday gifts. And so we'll be Versace twins. But I love, love, love Versace. Coco's mommy says, yes, Virgo season. No wonder I'm a subby. Yeah, I didn't realize that I had a lot of Virgo subscribers until like I actually started like more live streams, and I started saying, oh, my birthday. And people are saying, oh, I'm a Virgo. So I guess we have a lot of Virgos here. Renee says, thank you for the input on Ralph Lauren bags. What are your input on Marc Jacobs? The toe. I love the toe. I love, love, love the totes. I have a few of them. I have multiples of them. I love them all, and I think it's gonna go strong for like the next few years. And I am a big Marc Jacobs girly, so I love them. So I don't think you could ever go wrong. And if you're thinking about buying one, I would say definitely, definitely go for it. All things Ross put a little heart. I'm gonna send you a little heart back. April says, Sergio, how do you feel about the Marc Jacobs reissue bags? I love them. I love them too. I'm talking about them, I think, on Monday or Tuesday's video. It's already pre-filmed and everything. It's all ready to go. I love them. I really want like either a Natasha or a Carly, because I like the smaller bags. I feel like the bigger ones, excuse me, are a little bit too big and floppy and like unstructured. even though the smaller ones are not structured leather, since they're smaller, they look a little bit more cuter, and I feel like it could go really well with like a nice like camel jacket in the fall with a really knit sweater or like a jumper. So I think it'll look really good with trousers. So I like them a lot, and I'm glad that that type of style is back again. I feel like it came back a little too fast. Like remember, probably like seven. Even when I was in high school, those bags were still popular, and that makes me feel old. Like damn, I actually graduated high school like a while back. But I definitely love them a lot. Diva on a budget says, okay, handsome. I knew you was a Virgo. I couldn't remember if it was August or September. Got you, my love. Yeah, always people say if my birthday's in either late. People usually think it's late August or it's in like early September. Because usually people always say, well, it's like a week or two before school. But I feel like now people in school go back to school more like earlier. I know a lot of people school started like 2 weeks ago, a week ago, like this week. And so it's not like how when I was in school. When I was in school, we'll literally go to school like on a Monday, like the last week of August, go to school that week. And then next week is like Labor Day weekend. And it'll be like my birthday. So people always think it's like that. So yeah. All Things Raw says, what is the best Dunkin' Donut drink? So the best Dunkin' Donut drink is going to be, let's go ahead and see. I don't even know what it's particularly called, but we're just gonna look at my order, and I'm gonna tell you right now. I have this refresher from Starbucks because I didn't want to feel like driving all the way over there. The drink that I always get from Dunkin' Donuts, people always ask me is a layered Dunkin' refresher. It's large with strawberry dragon fruit and has like little foam on top, and it's $3.69 and it's like $4 with tax. This little piece of shit is like $7, but this is closer, obviously. But that's the thing that I love. Luis put, oh, look at this cutie. Hi, Checo. Tell me why I had a feeling that you were gonna do that. Oh my god, LOL. But I felt like you were gonna do that. You got me all todo rojo. What leather do you recommend for the Dior Bobby? Let's go ahead and look at the. Let's go ahead and look at them real quick. I haven't really paid attention a lot to the Bobby since it got introduced, but I think it's the one that has like a little bit of sheen to it. Uh, I think the first one that got introduced was the box calfskin, which is I think it's like the same leather as like the slim box bag. I prefer the look of the box leather or like the box calfskin, but I feel like it's not gonna wear as nice as the grain one. So I feel like if you want a bag that's gonna wear a little bit better, I'd probably go for the grainy leather. But I prefer like more of that box leather calfskin. For me, it looks a little bit more expensive, but I think the calves, like the grainy one, will hold up better over time. I wouldn't get it in the monogram. In the Bobby bag, I would either just get it in the calfskin box or like the grainy calfskin, either or. And I wouldn't get it with the strap that has a Dior on it. I would just make it look super clean just with the CD on it. I feel like that's like the size and the variation that I like. And I'm not a big fan of the large one or like the micro one. I prefer just a classic size, which is the medium size. That's $3,800. That's the size that I like, and those are the two leathers that I would get. But I wouldn't get a monogram one. Marmar says, "Hola Sergio, hola, how are you?" I'm looking at the Carly now. What color are you looking at the Carly? I kind of want a red bag in Carly because I don't have any red bags, and I have red McQueen sneakers I never wear, so I feel like that'd be like a good combination for fall. And I don't know, I think red is such a pretty color that I don't wear a lot. Training and integrity issue, as Belina says. Michelle says, do you have a Faye belt bag to wear crossbody? Been thinking about the YSL or Burberry. I have a lot of friends that have the Burberry one, either like with the just say Burberry or the ones that say like with the plaid on them. I've seen the YSL ones. I personally would probably go for the YSL one just because I already have like a lot of YSL items. That's an ecosystem, but I do like a lot of the Burberry ones. I think Burberry makes some cute ones, but I would either get a YSL or a Prada one before I would get a Burberry one. But if I were to buy the fanny pack or belt bag, I would definitely buy it pre-loved because you can get, or tend to go on sale. I wouldn't pay full price for it though, especially since belt bags aren't as popular as they were maybe like 2-3 years ago. They're so popular, very a belt bag will never go out of style. They're very like utilitarian, but I feel like you could get a good deal on the pre-love or like at the outlets. I was at the Burberry outlet last week and they had a lot of Burberry options. Michelle says, thank you for answering all my questions. Sergio, do you have a Poshmark or Real where you share items when you're ready to rotate? So I usually sell them to my friends and family first. Like I just ask people like, oh, or if somebody like I say that I get like annoyed when people ask me, but like let's say I don't know, like a Burberry jacket or like I have a Bottega jacket and like when I wear it, my friends are like, oh, when you don't want it, I want it. Like I'll buy it off of you. And so that's usually I usually go back to that friend or like that person and circle back if they want the item. And if they don't want the item, I just ended up I have a Poshmark. It's Sergio's Secret. It's the one with like the blue SS. The other one I had my email hacked and some things happened with it. So I have a new Poshmark. I think it's on my links on my last video, but it's Sergio's Secret. And I've been listing a few things, but I still have like a lot more things that I have to list. But that's where I put items at. I did post like 2 bags earlier in my community post, but within like 10 minutes they were all gone. I sold a few bags in 10 minutes. They were all sold out. Usually people tend to love them because I don't know. I feel like whatever I talk about and whatever I say it's worth it. A lot of people really value that opinion, and so if I sell something that I love, people tend to love it, and it usually goes pretty fast. Renee says, thank you, Sergio. Anytime. Hi, Sergio. I'm currently debating if I should buy the Dooney & Burke Florente satchel. Do you have any opinions on the brand? I love Dooney & Burke as far as the quality. I think you can never go wrong. I wish Dooney & Burke was more popular. Oh yeah, I love that bag. I think that bag has been out for a while, but it's like one of those bags that never go out of style. I would get it. I like Dooney & Burke. It's so funny because I think Dooney & Burke is from a brand from like up north, but I feel like a lot more people in the South wear Dooney & Burke. But I love Dooney & Burke. I have nothing bad to say. The quality, the craftsmanship, and everything is like there. So I love it, and I love the brand. And I've seen that bag, I think, for a few years, or like a similar version of it. So if you get it, I don't think you're like doing yourself like not a favor. I think you're doing yourself a favor because it's a bag that will never go out of style. And even bags that are like Dooney that I see like people get from like the thrift store, like pre-love from from 30 years ago, 20 years ago, from the early 2000s. I feel like they all were made so well that people still wear them and they look brand new. Like from 20 years ago to now, like they look like they haven't really changed their aesthetic and their style a whole lot. And so a lot of their older bags even look current to this day. Obviously, like it's it's not for every bag. For most bags, they do. Donna says, what do you think of Kurt Geiger bags and Asphalt London bags? I'm gonna be super honest. I don't like Kurt Geiger bags. I don't mind the super novelty bags. I think the super novelty bags are fine. I wouldn't mind having like a little moment novelty Kurt Geiger bag. I just don't like Kurt Geiger bags that are made out of leather. I feel like the quality is just not there. I think they're kind of expensive, and I think there's other options. I don't know. I just don't really care for Kurt Geiger like that. There are some items that I do like that I think is worth it, but that's about half. Like half of the items I do, half of them I don't. That's why I don't really talk about them, even though it's one of the more popular contemporary brands nowadays. And as far as Asphalt London, I knew what Asphalt London was when I went to the UK like a few years back, but I really known it from Sophie Sohet video, like that beautiful, lovely woman that lives in the UK. She's talked about it for for the longest on her channel. I don't know if she's talked about them recently, but that's what I knew what it was, and I love them. And I always see them on Farfetch. I'm like, oh, like I really want one because Farfetch has like a really good selection of bags. But I love them. They seem like really good quality. I saw some when I was in the UK, but I haven't seen any here in the US. But if you're thinking about getting one and you live in the US, I would say go for it because it's going to be like a brand that you won't see a lot of people have. And I feel like it's such a conversation starter, especially if it's like a really pretty color and it's really great craftsmanship. Because I think all of Asphalt London bags, I think, are made pretty well. Lena says, I'm a DD stan. Oh my God, I love Dunkin' Donuts. I can go for Dunkin' Donuts all day, every day. But I don't know. Today, well, I had Dunkin' Donuts earlier. Who am I kidding? This is my second time having a drink. But I was running out of time. Like, I need to hurry up. So Starbucks it was, and I've been playing with this for the last 45 minutes, which is so embarrassing. What do you guys think if I get an app, like an app where like I call you guys and you guys can call and I can like pick up and talk to you guys while I'm on live? How would you guys think that? Would you guys like that? I always thought about doing it like a call-in show, and you guys can like call in and like ask me certain things. I feel like that would be really cool. So let me know if you guys will like that. Stephanie put, "Hey everybody, hey Sergio, hey Stephanie, how are you?" So Sobi says, "Great, thanks." Mary says, "I just bought my first white bag. Do you have any tips on taking care of light leather bags? Do you think white is okay all year round or just summer?" I wear white bags all year round, and how to take care of them is just this is what I tell people: do not wear them with new denim. Do not wear them with new jeans. Do not wear them with inexpensive jeans. The easiest way and the quickest way to ruin your white bag, especially if it's a soft leather, is with inexpensive jeans or jeans that have a lot of dye and pigment on them and it has been washed multiple times. That's the easiest way to get to stain and get rid of your bag, honestly. Um, so I would recommend not to do that. But as far as just maintaining them, honestly, I kind of just get a white magic right. It's for me, I get the most wear on the corner wear or like on the glazing. And for me, I find the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Because I really don't have any issues in the front or in the back or anything because I know how to take care of the bag. But from sitting on the floor and stuff, like the glazing can have like a little bit of black marks and stuff. I just get a magic eraser and everything kind of comes off. So I just recommend as you start seeing spots, clean them and just use a little bit of magic eraser, and it definitely does wonders. Uh, Lena Nicole says, "Happy Friday, Sergio. Do you like the new Versace denim collection?" Yes, I do. I'm a denim girl. I love Versace, so it's two of my favorite things. So I definitely love them. I think they're both a great combination. I think denim and Versace definitely gives me Justin and Britney like 2002 vibes or whatever year that was. Dallas 214, Sergio, you are so sexy. Okay, thank you. Sharon says, "Hi, Sergio, and happy Friday. Happy Friday to you." Um, Juju Bean says, "Hey, friend, hope you're doing well. I just got my Coach Pillow Tabby 8 monster from the outlet 170. Oh my God, yes, that Coach outlet came through. When I posted the link, like that is like the most clicked link since the Troy Birch private sale, like 2 months ago, even more than the anniversary sale. And you guys like went out and you guys bought so much stuff from it, and there's so much great stuff on it. So I'm glad that you got a little Coach Pillow Tabby. This is the first time that I've seen Pillow Tabbies actually on the Coach Outlet website. But I'm glad that people get it like 50, 60. I think they were 60 and 65% off. But I'm happy that you got one because those were really, really great prices. And there will be a Troy Birch private sale in September. So stay tuned for that. It's about mid-September. You guys know, I know everything. And so I get sent everything. So next month there is a Troy Birch private sale. So if you want to save up your coins, there is one next month, and I'll talk about it closer towards the date. Diva says, "Hanson, can you recommend a true Kenny Apple red light in your face red contemporary handbag? A true red candy apple bag." Oh, I'm trying to think. A true red. Now I know Troy Birch did a Fleming, but I don't even think they make that color anymore. Like a pretty red. Let's Google up a true apple red bag. I think. Oh, that is really pretty. The Kate Spade Roy satchel. I think that's a really great one. That's 119. Oh my God, the Troy Birch Eleanor small rectangular. That's a really pretty shade of red. Oh my God, I love that red. I think is a color that a lot of brands get wrong, and so when you see one, you can kind of tell that it's worth it. Oh my God, but that Eleanor, oh my God, that is so pretty. Oh, that is a true red. Uh, Troy Birch has the Kira collection. I think they don't make that color anymore, but I'm pretty sure you can find it pre-loved. That Kira red was really good, just like the Fleming one. Um, but I would honestly say the Troy Birch Eleanor red is a really great. That's a really pretty red. I'm starting to look at some more of the colors. I think that's a pretty red. I'm trying to see. Because some of them, some reds can look very dull, or they look more kind of like orangey. But that's the one that I'm thinking of in the top of my head, is that one, or the Kate Spade Roy satchel. I think those two definitely give me more of that red. So I would check either or. The Roy is the Kate Spade Margot outlet version, but that red is really pretty. And I don't know, did I talk about that on Thursday's video, I think, or Wednesday's video? But I did talk about that bag. I think Wednesday's video. But that is a really pretty bag. But the Torbridge Eleanor is another one that I would recommend. Chris says, do you have any videos where you put outfits together like a capsule wardrobe? You put outfits together so nicely. I've done them in the past. Honestly, they just don't perform as well. Doing capsule and like clothing videos, they are so much work to do. Like when I talk about a handbag, it's very easy. I can show the bag. I can even show it in the mirror right here. But to do a whole like capsule and talk about clothing and putting the rack and stuff, steaming all the clothes, making sure everything is good, making sure the lighting is good because you have to have more than one additional lighting. I love to do those videos, but they just don't get the views. It's just a little too much work. I would love to start doing more of those type of videos. I feel like I kind of want to transform into more like fashion more than an accessory channel, and I feel like slowly but surely. But I feel like once I start going shopping, I think I want to start introducing more clothes and stuff. I think for me, I think less is always more. And I think throughout the years, I've done such a good job of just buying simple clothing that I can just bring out every year, like a Montclair vest that I've had for 4 years, a Canada Goose jacket that I've had for 5 years. They still look brand new and current. Classic riding boots, Gucci classic loafers. I just feel like I've done a really good job of getting a nice curated collection, like a simple black bodysuit, a simple watch. So I feel like for me, it's very easy to put outfits together because a lot of things go very easily and very seamlessly. But if you guys want to see that, I can definitely try to do one for the autumn because I definitely have like a lot of autumn and fall. Even though it's still hot here in Texas, it is honestly my favorite time of the year. Also because I feel like after my birthday, I just love the whole vibes for the rest of the year. Yes, he says, hi, I enjoy watching your videos. You have a great personality. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Chris says, that sounds fun. Yes, that would be awesome. Yes, do the app. Oh my God, yes. Thank you. Hi, have you heard of the Lefray Paris Bo Bar backpack? What do you think of it? I've been eyeing them for months. Uh, let's look at it because I've never heard of that brand before. So, oh my God. It is definitely very like more on the elegant side. Oh my God, it has like a really pretty clasp on it. She's definitely giving very much like and it's vegan leather, so it's not even real leather. And it's $289, which is not a bad price. And she gives very classy and like timeless vibes. I think it's cute. I think it's one of those bags that I feel like you can just always wear it. You can always have like 5 years from now, and it looks one of those bags that the more you wear it, the more nicer it's gonna look over time. So I think if you do want to get it, I don't think I think you're doing yourself a favor because it's gonna be one of those bags you can always reach for. I think it's cute. I never heard of that brand, so I'm definitely gonna research that brand more after this video. But I haven't heard of them. Peace of life, love you, I love you too. What's your long-term goal, your own brand, stylist, etc.? I think my long-term goal is to definitely like launch a line and launch a product. I think for me that's like the end all be all. I feel like I don't mind being an employee. I don't mind like like working for the people or like depending on other people, like depending on sponsorships, depending on YouTube AdSense or like this or that for income. But I think at the end of the day, I feel like I have that very much like entrepreneur spirit. And so I eventually would love to have our own brand and like have like a retail landscape and stuff like that. I think for me, I think that's just always been in my book. That's always been my plan. I love to talk about all my favorite brands and stuff, but I feel like the end all be all is definitely to have my own brand. I wouldn't be a stylist. I feel like it's too much work when I can have my own brand. I wouldn't. I don't know. There's certain jobs that I've gone offered throughout the years that I just feel like it's just not worth it. Like I remember at Nordstrom, they wanted me to be an assistant manager. They wanted me to be in like certain departments. I'm like, hell no, hell no. I would not. I would not be no. I would not be no manager. I said I'd rather be an SA. I just feel like for me, it just depends. But I feel like the end all be all is your own brand because that's especially becoming like a legacy brand. I think that's perfect because when you die, when you're passed, that's a brand that people can still love and enjoy. And hopefully, these videos will still live on, like, I don't know, maybe like 50 years from now, so people can actually see what type of person I was, and they get to have more of that relatability and stuff like that. That's why I do like certain things that are very quirky and weird. So I feel like people can kind of like, they get to see like I'm an actual human being. I'm not fake. I'm not trying to be somebody that I'm not. I'm somebody with integrity. I'm somebody that, takes care of himself. And, I think that's something that a lot of people lack, especially in this day and age. I saw it at 60% off. When I refreshed, I went back to 50. They know what they're doing. Love those bags. Yeah, some brands be a little bit shady because they be tracking you through those cookies. That's why I always deactivate all the cookies on all the websites. Yes, I will be calling in for sure. This one, Nikki Mills says. Chris says, what handbag do you recommend for middle-aged women? Middle-aged women, so I can think of my mom. So a Chloe Marcy. I think Chloe Marcy's perfect. All Tory Burch bags, I think, especially like the bigger ones, like Kira collection, I think is perfect. I think Dooney and Burke. I think Brahmin. I think the Gucci monogram. I really like the Gucci Jackie bag for middle-aged women. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. I feel like when I think of middle-aged women, I automatically, honestly, think of the Chloe Marcy. I feel like that's like the perfect middle-aged like bag, especially if you have like kids or like teenagers or they're already like young adults. I think the Chloe Marcy is like the perfect bag for some sort of state, any whatever size you have. That's when I think of my mom, I think about a Chloe Marcy. I think like a lot of the classic kind of heritage Coach bags you can never go wrong with. And I'm trying to think of what else. Let's go ahead. I think Furla bags are perfect. I think you can never go wrong with a Furla bag. A Burberry banner toe is one that I see too. I think let's see. I think a Prada Saffiano Luxe toe is a really great one that I feel like is a perfect one. And I'll throw in one more. Um, a lot of the Valentino rock stud bags too. I don't know, something about rock studs. I definitely see it, or like even like Bottega Veneta, like the simple totes and stuff too. Um, Maybe Christian Louboutin. Oh, and the Christian Louboutin Cabata tote. That's another one. My mom has that bag and she likes it. So maybe Christian Louboutin makes a red bag. Yes. Then I'll look. Oh yeah, that's another thing. She was asking for red bags. Yeah, I think red bags. I think Christian Louboutin has a really pretty shade of red. I can't believe I didn't think about that. But Christian Louboutin definitely does make good bags, especially in the shade of red. Um, let's see. Hi Sergio, what is a good classic bag to start a collection? Name one luxe and one contemporary. One contemporary. I can't pick more than one, so I'm gonna pick three. I'm gonna pick any pull-in handbag to start your contemporary collection. The Tory Burch Eleanor or the Tory Burch Lee Raswell. It is smooth leather, so you have to be a little bit more careful. And probably another and the tote bag by Marc Jacobs. I think any of those three, they all have different purposes. I think they're all good. And then for designer, I think the Louis Vuitton Alma. I'm not a big LB fan, but I really love the Alma as a first bag. I think any some sort of YSL grain leather like crossbody, so like the Wallet on Chain, the Kate, the Sunset, any of those styles that are more grainy leather. And I think if you do want a little bit of a monogram moment, I think Gucci Dionysus collection. I know people say they come and go. I think the Dionysus is very classic for the brand, and I love the Dionysus collection. Nothing can go wrong with that. So those are three ones. I would say Prada nylon, but I think that's a little too expensive. 1920, where you can get like literally the Louis Vuitton almond instead. You know what I mean? I love my Prada, but I wouldn't. Or like the YSL K22, the Prada nylon is like 2000. I might as well just get the leather YSL bag, if you know what I mean. I know you said one, but I can't pick one. uh, Hola, mi amor. Random question. Do you prefer the Kate Spade Heart Crossbody or the Coach Crossbody? I like the Coach one just because it has different shades of color versus the Kate Spade is just one shade of color. I wish the Coach did have a top handle versus the Kate Spade, but the Coach is a little bit more. Oh, no, it does have a top handle. I don't know what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the size. The Coach is a lot smaller than the Kate Spade one, but I prefer the Coach one just because I'm more of a Coach girl than a Kate Spade girl. Nicole's, why isn't Ralph Lauren high end ever talked about? Let's talk about the reasons. First reason is there's not a lot of influencer marketing in that bag. Second, it doesn't have Ralph Lauren is more known towards their like mid range brands, and so they're gonna focus more on their marketing because that's more of their bulk of their sales. Third, it doesn't have I know resale value and like stuff like that. It just doesn't hold its value as much as some of the other bags. And like I said, they're more focused on their mid brand, like more of their bread and butter. And the fourth reason, I feel like it's for a very particular customer. I think it's a very much like I think it's very much for that customer that wants I think it's pretty much for that customer that is like maybe a little bit old. I feel like it reminds me of like the Acres customer, like the St. John customer. Like I feel like it's more for like a mature audience in a way, like the Ricky bag, the higher end. That's just the way I see it. I would carry a Ricky bag because I love bags, but I feel like that's who they cater to, and so I feel like that's why they don't get talked about a lot. But I think the main reason is because Ralph Lauren, they're high end business for their high customers. They don't really need to advertise to them because they sell to them. I think it's because they focus more on their main line. But I think that's some of the reasons why. Because I feel like their top clients are going to buy whatever Ralph Lauren says to buy, if you know what I mean. Kamala says, hi, Sergio. Hi, how are you? Don says, hi, Sergio from San Antonio. Hi from Houston. How are you? Diva says, thank you so much for the recommendations on the red handbag, handsome. Oh, yeah. Anytime. And I'll try to think of more, but I think the Royback Kate Spade, I really, really like it. I think Kate Spade is very colorful. Live colorfully. That's like their little slogan. So I think they do color pretty well. Sergio, I finally made it here. About a few Coach bags you reposted on the sale, hoping to one day run into you at the Galleria. You will. I live like super close to the Galleria, and I'm always in there, in and out. But you'll always catch me more in the department stores. I'm usually more into Saks and Nordstrom, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna be shopping at the Galleria. So if you're there tomorrow, you'll probably see me there. I feel like I deal more with like I think the driving's super easy. I think me finding parking is more than the driving to get there, if you know what I mean. Belinda says, Sergio, success is anything and everything that you do. That is true. And then rock studs rock. I love the rock studs. I think it's super cute, edgy, and I think it's like a feminine version of being more edgy, if that makes sense. I think they were asking about Kurt Geiger, not Kurt Lagerfeld. Oh no, but about the bags, about Kurt Geiger. That's what I meant to say. I don't care for Kurt Geiger. I do like Karl Lagerfeld. Sorry, I get the names confused. Karl Lagerfeld I do like. I just don't really care for Kurt Geiger. Sorry, I feel like I kind of like the KKs kind of get me like a little confused. This live has 33 likes. If you guys can give it a little bit more likes, I appreciate it. Jacob says, hi, Sergio. Thanks for the Rex. Love from San Francisco. Love from Dallas. I was going to say Dallas. Love from Houston. Thank you so much. Thanks, Sergio. I really appreciate your point of view on the Bobo Bark bag. I never heard of that brand, so I'm going to look into it after this video just because I feel like I just like I like to hear about new brands, and then that's what I get geeked up and like so hyped about is like more brands. Yes, I spend more time at the department stores. I'll be at the gallery maybe next week. Thanks for always sharing the best deal sales. Yeah, anytime. Me, I always love to share deals. I always love to share, a little bit of everything. My friend like texting me, hi David, if you're watching, I'm gonna give you your shout out because you keep on texting me about it. I'm not ignoring you. But shout out to David. But I don't want to say that because he wanted me to say that. Hi, Sergio. Been following you for a while. Love from Toronto. We got Canada. We have San Francisco. We have London. We have a little bit of everything in this little live stream. So I want to say thank you for everybody to be watching. It's been such a it's been such a weird week. I do have some things I'm going to talk about. First things first is I've been getting a lot of questions asked about my missing friend. So I have a friend that's missing. She's been missing for about I want to say a week. And we don't know what happened to her. We don't know what's happening. So we shall see, what's going on. But it's definitely been a stressful week. That's why I feel like I haven't been on camera and in face this entire week on Instagram. I've been just kind of posting links and things with non-pictures just because I feel like I've just been all over the place. And I'm so glad, like last week, I just worked so I can have everything ready for this week and a little bit of next week, just because, girl, that's like so stressful. And then all my friends are like, we're all like worried, like, oh my God, it's such like a big, like, it's so crazy. The second thing I'm going to talk about, so I did repost it. I think I have to repost it because I think the 24 hours have passed. But yeah, I do have a friend that's been missing, and like I call the number, I call the Snapchat, like call her through Snapchat, see if she picks up, and it's just been so stressful, and it's just been like probably one of the worst things that I have been dealing with since I moved here. And then the second thing is um, the Shop UAL store in Houston. I will be on their live stream next Friday. So there will not be a live stream next Friday. It will be on the UAL's Instagram account, which I'll talk about that more on my Instagram and on my community posts and through all like other videos I talk about it. I think I'm shooting a shopping vlog tomorrow, so I'll make sure to talk about it so you guys can remember. But there will not. Well, I don't know. Maybe I haven't decided. Maybe there will be a live, but I will be on live on the UAL's shopping page, and I'll be doing a Sergio's edit and a Sergio's pick on some of my favorite items in the store. So it's kind of like a shop with me through live. I've never done that. I always get asked by so many brands and companies to do it for them, but I think this one with UAL is like such a great partnership, and so I'm excited to see how this is going to go. So if you guys have been wanting to shop some of my favorites, if you want to get a good deal on some designer and contemporary items, there will be some exclusive items for this live stream from some of my favorite brands from all different price points that are handpicked by me. You guys can follow the UAL Instagram account. And you guys, obviously, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I would highly recommend you do. And I'll be keeping you updated. But I will be doing a live stream for them on next Friday. And it'll be a Sergio edit and some of my favorite things. And I'll have like exclusive discounts and everything. So I didn't want to say that, but I'll talk about that in another vlog. And I'll talk about them in community posts. But there are a lot of great things that I'm going to be recommending for that. So stay tuned for that. Let's see. Your daughter you recommended the Prada Reedition for my daughter, and she loves it and carries it every day. I mean, I still carry mine to this day. Like I bought it like 2.5 years ago, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I paid about $1,000. It's pretty much gone up twice since I bought it, and I love that puppy. I use it all the time, and I don't think it's a wrong purchase. I think it's really good. And I recommended it maybe like around a year ago, so I'm pretty sure it's been through like several price increases, but I think it's worth it. Belinda put a little thumbs up. Then he says, "Love you so much. I love you so much too." I'm sorry to hear it. I hope that she will be found safe and sound. I cannot imagine how you're dealing with it. Yeah, I kind of contemplated about how if I wanted to be on live today, but I feel like for me, I feel like I haven't had like in general, I don't have a lot of interactions with like people. I'm pretty much like in my apartment. I pretty much go out and like I put my AirPods and I'm like I do vlogs. I do everything myself. So I only have really a small point of contact with people, not a whole lot. And so I think for me, I think live streams definitely help me out because I'm not, I'm like usually within myself, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Hi Sergio, thank you for the information for the coach. So anytime, you guys know I always share stuff, and then going forward, I will be sharing more stories and stuff. As I find things, I definitely want to share more deals, more stuff, some things that I'm loving. At first, I was very skeptical on sharing that because I didn't want it to seem like I'm like trying to force and like shove things down your guys' throat, like coach sell, Michael Kors sell. Oh, I'm gonna show you my favorite watch. I'm gonna show you my favorite bodysuit. Link this, link that, blah 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 blah. I feel like I just don't want to shove you guys with like a bunch of product, but I feel like that's the complete opposite. I feel like a lot of guys really like me showing you guys links and like shopping stuff. So I'll be doing that more often, and you guys love it. Like I get to see the things on the back end of stuff, and you guys eat it up. You guys love it. So I think I'm gonna start doing that a little bit more. So thank you so much for everybody that loves that, because I was very skeptical to do it for the longest, but I've been getting really great. Or if I do my picks on certain websites like Gucci New Arrivals, blah 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 blah, you guys love it. So I think that's something that I want to do a little bit more. If we can get this live up to 50 likes, I would appreciate it. I love the Kiki. I'm gonna take a bite of this because I've been holding this for like an hour. So bear with me for 1 second. Sorry, like a little ASMR moment. I've been holding this for like the last hour. As you can see, like I move around a lot in the lives. Mary says, "Are you going to get a Princess Cooler PS1 or another style?" I think you mentioned it in a bit or IG recently. I think I mentioned it in a YouTube video like a long time ago, like a while back. I love the PS1. I think the PS1 is such a classy bag. I love it. I loved it since like the beginning of YouTube days. Like I think when Charles Gross had his like YouTube channel, like back in the day, like I think maybe 6, 7 years ago, I think he had a bag or he reviewed it, and like ever since he reviewed it, and I saw like the partially and all that stuff, I've been so obsessed with that style of handbag. I just never got to get one, and I think this time around, I think for fall, I have like a lot of structured coats, more structured knits, and like more structured trousers and stuff. And I feel like that slouchiness definitely makes it look a lot more um, step down a lot. And since it's very easy and malleable, you can stuff it anywhere, and so I think it's a perfect bag. So that's why I definitely want to add it. Uh, let's see. Hope your friend is okay. I'm like thinking like I'm hope she's fine, but I'm just kind of worried. I tell my friend like, oh my god, it's been like such a long week. Like it's just been like so like at first it was like maybe 5 days, and we're like, okay, maybe she's doing, but she never does this, so it's kind of weird. But I feel like I have to go on and show a face. You know what I mean? I can't be, crying in bed all day. So, I can only feel how my friend's parents are dealing with this, or like my friend, my one of my close friends, like that's her girlfriend. I can only imagine how like they feel, and I'm already feeling a lot of the impacts. But I think everything is fine. Hopefully, it's not super super crazy, but it's definitely something that I've been having to deal with within the last week, or like a week and a half. Uh, yeah, it went up in price ever since I got it a year ago when you recommended it. Best investment for my daughter. Yeah, it definitely has went up. Like even like I think the simple like the classic nylon one was like $795. I think now it's like $1,300 plus tax or $1,200 plus tax. That's ridiculous. But I mean, I would still buy it because I think it's worth it because it goes with everything. I love it. Uh, all things Ross says, it's because you always show us the best deals. Yes, yes, yes. I show you guys what's worth it. I feel like even if it's full price or off price, I feel like I always link and I always share things that are like worth the money. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't put like you could tell if I don't like something. Like I never have and I never will post things that I don't care about. Like I'm not gonna hear and show you like unless it's like super dirt cheap, like 95, 85% off. Like it's like me saying like Nike, like oh my god, like here's a Nike sell link. Like I don't wear Nike, I don't care for Nike unless it's like dirt cheap, like where you guys would appreciate it. But like I wouldn't post a link for that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't show my Nike favorites because I don't even wear that myself, or like my Adidas favorites. I don't even wear Adidas. You know what I mean? Or Lululemon. So I think a lot of things that make sense and I post, and so um, I think that's something that's good. Eva says, "What's the difference between retail items and made for outlet items?" They're made for different customers. I feel like retail customers are a lot more pickier on what they want and what they like because they're paying full price, in my opinion. And I think off price is like it's more simpler, it's a little bit more basic because that's the customer that's made for it in a sense. Like I don't explain it. This is how I see it. Is let's say like I live in the city, right? I live in the city, and I can walk to the Galleria, like literally. I mean, I wouldn't walk because I don't want to walk, but it's a 5 minute drive. I will go to the Galleria. I can look at everything. I'm paying full price, or it's full price style, and it's usually a lot more MSRP. So I get to look, and I'm more picky about stuff. And I want things that are a little bit more unique, a little bit more interesting, something that's a little bit more different. Versus if I live more in the suburbs, the environment in the suburbs, I feel like is more like it's more like simple. Like you don't care for fashion as much as you would if you lived in the city. You don't care for like this is generalization. It's not like I'm not talking for everybody, but it's like you're not super like in the whole circle. You're not in the whole bubble, and so you don't care that if something is last season. I mean, for me, I don't either, but I feel like they're just made for two customers. I think of my mom. My mom could care less if something's from if something's made for the outlet from Coach or Michael Kors or Nordstrom or any of one of TJ Maxx. Versus me, I'm a lot more picky. Like I can tell the difference between something outlet or full price. I love outlet shopping, but I know what things are worth and what things are not. And so for me, I get to kind of like pick and choose. But I think the difference is just a different customer, And obviously things that don't sell in full price go to the outlets, and they're a lot more discounted than what things at the outlets are made out of. As far as the quality, there is some quality differences within a few brands. Like I think for Michael Kors and Coach, and I think Kate Spade, you don't get dust bags if you buy it back from the outlet. I think for me, I always get asked, what's the easiest way to tell if something's from the outlet or full price? My biggest answer for Tory Burch, Kate Spade, Michael Kors, and Coach, if you don't get a dust bag with the bag, it's from the outlet. If you get a dust bag with the bag, it was from a retail store. I think that's for me the easiest way. What people always ask me when it comes to handbags, if it does not come with the dust bag, it is made for the outlet. Plain blank. Period. It's made for the outlet. So that's like one of the most asked questions that I always get: how to tell the difference very easily, especially for handbags. If you look inside it and if it has a dust bag, it means it was a retail bag. But I feel like there's more outlets than retail stores, 9 times out of 10. So the retail stuff is more spread out within, or like certain outlets don't even get retail stuff. Only certain outlets get retail stuff. So it's all kind of pick and choose in a sense. But I think if you're trying to distinguish between contemporary bags, I think that's the easiest. But 9 times out of 10, if you ever go to like a Coach outlet or like Prada outlet or a Saint Laurent, Gucci, because those stores have stuff for the outlet too. Gucci has stuff particularly for the outlet. A lot of the Soho collection, other than Soho Disco, those are all items that are made for the outlet. That they say, or like if you see current Soho items at your TJ Maxx and stuff, those are better made for the outlet. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, maybe not a TJ Maxx or like Marshalls, but in a particular designer store, you can always ask them, and they know, and they're not gonna lie. They can't lie to you. So that's kind of the easiest way to tell. I know I kind of go off topic a little bit. Nicole says, your feelings on Balenciaga. My feelings on Balenciaga is I'm starting to like it a lot more. I feel like at first I loved it, and then I kind of didn't really like it, and now I like it again. I like Balenciaga. I kind of like I don't really like a lot of the quirkiness of it. I can see why they have all of that, but I'm just not a big fan of that. But I do like Balenciaga. I appreciate the artwork, like seeing things through a different point of view. May not be particularly for me, but I do like it, and so um, I do I do I do like Balenciaga. I like their handbags. I like some of their clothing. Would I wear something that says Balenciaga? No, but I wouldn't mind wearing like a city bag or like the hourglass bag. Like I wouldn't mind that, or like certain items. Uh, I think that's when it. I think I'm more like of a basic Balenciaga customer. I'm not really into like the Coke Crocs and like this or that, or like crypto payments for Balenciaga bags, because you can do that on the Balenciaga website. I'm just more simple. I like more simple Balenciaga just because it's more my style. Love you for always thinking about sharing with us. That's what it makes you love you more and more. Thank you. This video, let's beat last week's 105. Yeah, guys, if you guys give this video a thumbs up, I appreciate it. We got 105 likes, yes, last week, so I definitely appreciate it. I'm really obsessing over the Beats Pro X Kim Kardashian. I love them. I think that they are so cute. I think that they definitely go for everything. Like I like the colors of them. Would I get one? No, just because I already have 2 AirPods Pros. But I like them. I think they're cute, and I think that partnership definitely made sense with them. And it's gonna do super well. It's gonna sell out. I mean, I already know it. And Miss Thing is gonna collect her coins, but I think this was definitely well thought out within the last 2 years, because she's been wearing Beats since like last November or like last year. So I know this collection was this is kind of preparing for fall. Now all the new arrivals and all the things you're going to be seeing for the next month or the next 60 days, those are all going to be the new holiday stuff. So that's definitely going to be a holiday item that is going to be pretty popular, that a lot of people are going to get for Christmas. Those things come faster and faster and faster. Christina says, hi, do you think the LV Speedies are classic and worth it? I've been eyeballing the Speedy 20. Christina, the Louis Vuitton Speedy is classic. It will never go out of style. It will never go anywhere. I don't think you could ever go wrong with it. Like I said, I'm not an LV girl, but I love the Louis Vuitton bags, and I don't think you're doing yourself I don't think you're doing yourself. If you want it now, I think you're doing yourself a service. Like you're doing yourself a favor, because that bag will never go out of style. So if you do like it, I say go for it. I think the Speedy, a lot of people shit on it. A lot of people shit on the Neverfull, the No Way, the Alma. I don't give a fuck what people say about those. Sorry about my language, but I don't care what anybody says about those bags. Without those bags, Louis Vuitton would not be Louis Vuitton for what it is. Those are their bread and butters. and their bread and butters actually make more than the actual VICs or VIP clients. You know what I mean? Like, the VIC clients buy stuff when new collection drops, and that's about it. And then whatever's left is like for that season is for, like, I guess, regular folks to shop. But like the key ring, the makeup bag, the pochette métis, like all of the bags are bread and butter. Yes, they're basic. Yes, a lot of people have them, but you can never go wrong with them. As a lot of people like to shit on them. Maybe I've been a little critical in the past. I don't think there's nothing wrong with them. And if you do it, I think it's a really great wardrobe investment, if you ask me, in my opinion, because Louis Vuitton is a very strong brand. And in my opinion, they are the most luxurious brand in the world. And I'm going to tell you, if you guys want me to tell you why, I'll tell you that. They're more luxurious than Hermes, Chanel, maybe not Goyard, but like they're definitely there with Goyard. And I can explain why. Michelle says, can you do a video on how to ID what is made for outlet and what is made for full price for high-end brands such as Prada, Versace, Burberry? Yes, that's why I feel like I kind of want to go to the San Marcos outlets tomorrow. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, should I go tomorrow? Because I can't go next weekend because I have company next week with me. But I think maybe then the week after that weekend, I'm just like completely booked till like the end of October. So I'm like, I feel like tomorrow is actually like a really good, or Sunday. We shall see. Maybe tomorrow, if somebody's at the San Marcos outlets, you may see me there tomorrow. Everything's very unpredictable with me. But I would love to do that. I feel like that'd be so fun and so easy. Like going into the store, be like showing you full price items, or like what's outlet, what's full price. You know what I really want, guys? You know what I should get? I should get those Ray-Bans with the glasses that have the camera built in, and and have it, and then just go up to like essays and be like, oh, so what's for, so you guys can kind of see their reaction. And since a lot of people don't know Ray-Ban has those cameras and stuff, like the opticals, I feel like that'd be so cool. Definitely know if you want to see that. I'm kind of slow when it comes to technology, but I am working on stuff. Like I have this holding my stand, a microphone, girl, because maybe I want to start a podcast. I don't know. I actually had this for a while and I just now opened it. This is what been holding the laptop, but definitely let me know. I feel like that'd be cool. I want those Ray-Ban glasses too. Bye, Sergio. Wishing you a better next week. Take it easy and take care. I gotta head out to my 12-hour now. Bye, everybody. XOXO. Well, thank you so much for being part of the live. I appreciate you, and have a good next 12 hours. And it'll be over before you know it. But thank you so much for being on the live. And I missed you. You haven't been on live in a hot minute, but I definitely appreciate you taking the time before you start your work day to be part of this live, because I appreciate it a lot. Have we checked out the Tory Burch sale? Not recently, because Tory Burch is gonna have a private sale next month. Let's see. They are having a markdown next week. So they're having a markdown sometime next week, which I'll have it already post. Like I already have all the posts ready for it, but they will be having a new markdown next week, and then they have a private sale in September. So FYI, allegedly. Latina says, quiere decir que la marca Kate Spade, cuando describe la material como Saffiano PVC, lo que vi en un tote. So PVC es plástico, porque es Saffiano, para hacer cuero Saffiano, necesitas que ponerle un coat. So sí es cuero, pero tiene un coat para que se siente así, como para que dure un poquito más el cuero y para que se mira más bien entre tiempo. Y por eso es Saffiano PVC, porque es el cuero y le ponen ese como material que es como plástico para que dura más. Y ese es la material Saffiano PVC, porque le ponen el coating en el cuero para que hace durar la bolsa más tiempo. Maria says, is it just rude to say, hey, can you show me what's made for this outlet? Can you show me what the real ones are made for the outlet? I always feel awkward just asking, so I try to play detective instead. It just depends. I think for me, it just depends the relationship. For me, I don't think that's rude at all. Honestly, no, because especially if it's more of a designer store, a lot of the stores don't work on commission, but they work on sales. And so if you're versus just looking, if you tell them, hey, like, would you have any like full price arrivals or like any full price items? Or I'm not embarrassed to ask. Sometimes I go to San Marcos outlets. You may not see me say it on the vlogs, but I'm like, oh, is there any special price, any special promotions, anything that's a good deal that I should look at? That's how I got like a Gucci shirt for $75 last time that I went at San Marcos Outlet. Is you got to ask, these sales associates, especially if you go on a slow day when they're trying to make their money, their quotas, so they don't get, barked by their managers or upper management. They'll be more than happy to tell you. I don't think you're being rude. I think you're just being straightforward. It's not like a relationship or like something super serious. I think you should just ask. And I've never had a real response like people telling me that. Like when I worked at Nordstrom Rack, like back in the day, people would always ask me, "Oh, is this from the rack or here?" And I would tell them. And I mean, I think you're more honest. And if anything, that creates a relationship. Oh, so you know the difference. You're not like some of these other. You know what I mean? I think it's more of a conversation starter. So I don't think it's rude at all, in my opinion. And I've never had anybody be rude to me by me saying that. Eva says, "Thank you. Going to the Cabazon outlet here in California next week." Ooh, lucky, lucky, lucky. I love the Cabazon outlets. Ooh, I miss the Cabazon outlets. What do you think about the price, Chanel's new price increase? I think the Chanel new price increase is just pretty much, I mean, Chanel will only do what you allow. It's like that one boyfriend, you know what I mean, or that one girlfriend, whatever you're into. You keep allowing that behavior, so that behavior is going to keep on happening. And so therefore, I mean, are waiting to uh if people are willing to pay for it, I mean that's the people's fault. But I mean, will I be checking for Chanel anytime soon? Ever since they made me cry at the Chanel store last year in Highland Park, girl, no. But I will say no, I won't. But I really don't care. I think Chanel just lost its allure for me. I feel like there's other brands that I prefer a lot better than Chanel, if you ask me. Yes, he says yes about LV. See, I be speaking facts. If I don't like certain thing, uh, I think I'd be keeping it real all the time. If we can give this live to a little bit more likes, I definitely appreciate it. Maybe 65. You are too funny. Yes, that would be cool. That's what Yesy said. Kelly McDaniel said, I live close to the Cabazon, Anna. Oh, y'all are so lucky. Y'all live next to one of the best outlets in the US. Y'all have the one and only Christian Louboutin outlet. Y'all have everything. Ugh. That's one of the best things about living there because you can literally like go there every single day. Dominic says, I think Celine bags are absolutely stunning quality. How do you feel about them? I love Celine. It's not a brand that I have gone into a lot. What's up, cousin? Checking in. That's my cousin Diana. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for being in this live. I think I've had a lot of family support in this live. I noticed that. So I want to say thank you for all you guys because not all you guys come to my lives. But I love Celine. I love the box bag. I like the Chomfit bag. I think like the Ava bags. I love Celine as a brand. Just it's very clean. It's very minimal. It's very like current still. Like it doesn't look outdated. I feel like for me, I never got into old Celine like Phoebe Philo. In my personal opinion, I feel like the box bag. I mean, not the box bag. The luggage. Like that not the Phantom. What's the other one? The one that would be tricolors. I feel like all that, even back then, it still looked kind of dated to me. I was never a big Phoebe Philo Celine, but this new creative director for Celine, I just feel like it looks more modern, looks more youthful, looks more fun. It's like more of a fresh reborn than Phoebe Philo, in my opinion. I think Phoebe Philo's a good designer, but I just didn't really care for her for Celine. But I just love Celine. I love Celine. I think it's going to become better and better and better throughout the years, and I'm excited to see uh, what they're going to come out with in the next few years because definitely Celine is going up there. And this have you ever thought about a meet and greet, just something simple and small? I'm way up here outside of New York, but I was just wondering. Yes, I want to do a meet and greet eventually. I think for 75,000 subscribers, I definitely want to do one. Uh, let's see. I'm almost there to 75,000 subscribers. I definitely would do like test ones here, like in Texas, just to see how it will go. And then I would kind of go out from that. I will tell you one event. If anybody's from Houston that's watching, I will be at the Kendra Scott book signing next month. You're taking a picture and she signs your book and everything. She's coming out with a memoir, and I love me some Kendra Scott, and she'll be at the Houston one. I think September 15th. So if anybody goes, I will be there. So we kiki it up and wait in line or whatever. But I do want to do one, but probably once I hit 75, I definitely want to start doing more. And I want to do it like every month when I go to a new city and I get to meet subscribers and Kiki and vlog and stuff like that. I think it keeps the content fresh and youthful and fun. And you get to meet a lot of people. And I think for me, I think you can always talk to your subscribers through the phone, through DMs, through videos, through live, like right now, like, you know, I have my hand here. But there's nothing like meeting a subscriber in face to face. I think that's like the best feeling ever. But yes, I do want to do one eventually. Ruth says, "Hi there. I'm super late. Oh no, you're good. You're good. You're good. We still have a little bit more. We still have a little bit more time on the live stream." Kenneth G says, "Do you smoke?" Uh, I haven't smoked in a minute. And as far as smoking, I only smoke cigarettes, which is really bad. I know a lot of people always say, Sergio, you should be smoking, you know, you shouldn't even be smoking at all. I just smoke a cigarette every once in a while. But I really have stopped smoking a lot of cigarettes just because I feel like it was drying out my skin. I've also stopped drinking a whole lot. I feel like I just been cutting down on a lot of stuff like that. But I do smoke, but the only thing that I smoke is cigarettes. That's about it. Um, Sometimes you just need a pack of cigarettes sometimes, but it's not good. I always get talked about it by my doctor every single time I go. Sergio, you need to stop. You need to stop. So and now I do it more occasionally. I don't smoke a pack a day. I wouldn't even smoke a whole pack in a week. I'd probably smoke like two, 3 times a week. But I really kind of stopped smoking cigarettes. Um, Mary says, "Thank you. I think it sounds better the way you phrase it." Yeah, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I have like a weird way uh, of rephrasing certain things. Chris says, "Do you think a Burberry trench coat is worth it?" I have a Burberry trench coat in the plaid. I think it's worth it. I don't think you could ever go wrong with it. Now, do I use it here in Houston? No, I probably have worn it once or twice here. Haven't worn it in Dallas. I've used it more in Dallas than in Houston. I think a trench coat, it never goes out of style, but it just depends where you live or if you travel a lot. So if I'm traveling a lot up north for the upcoming season, then a trench coat's very good because it's very nice, it's very lightweight. Versus like if I'm just staying in Houston the entire year, if I don't move around or I go more down south or more tropical places, I don't think it's worth it. I think everybody should have a trench coat. If that goes, you have a super long one or a super short one. I feel like everybody should have at least uh I feel like everybody should be. I think everybody should have their. I think everybody should have a trench coat eventually. It depends now. The lining and everything. It just honestly depends on what it is. But the one that I have is like cotton lined. It doesn't have a double lining. It's nothing like that. And so I feel like I get to use it a little bit more than if it was more of those like, lined trench coats. But I think everybody should have a Burberry trench coat. And I would honestly buy it on. I wouldn't pay full price for it. I would honestly buy it pre-loved. There's a lot of Burberry pre-loved trench coats like for like super inexpensive, and you can always get it tailored to make it fit you, and it will literally look like a brand new one from the store. You know what I mean? Burberry trench coats never got a style, in my opinion. Trini says, "Do you sell your Chanel bags?" No, I still have them. They're just in the boxes. I just haven't used them. I still haven't decided what I want to do with them. I haven't worn them. I think I wore my flat bag maybe like a month ago, but I really haven't been wearing them. I just have no interest in them. Maybe I'm waiting for another price increase to go up and then I'll sell them. But I have, I really haven't worn them. I've been wearing my Chanel transparent sneakers, but that's the only thing that I've been wearing from Chanel, and maybe like a Chanel beauty item or two. But that's about it. When I go to the outlets, I'll go straight to the salesperson, ask if they have any retail stores, and genuinely, and they will answer me directly. Coach does not mind one bit, and they will point out exactly items they receive. Yes, exactly. They will literally point out like, and they will tell you. Um, they'll tell you like they don't really mind or care. If anything, they kind of oh, you know the difference. You know what I mean? I think it makes it seem like you're more of a Coach fan. You appreciate the brand, and I think a lot, especially like upper management or like maybe a little bit more of a season like a older, like not older, but like maybe a sales who's been working there for more than 6 months. I think they appreciate that, and I think it starts a conversation with the customer, like the person that works there and the client. And so I think that's why I like it. Um, Mary says, "Thank you, Kelly." Tina says, "Hey, Sergio, been a fan for a while, but we saw you were following Andrew Tate on Insta, and I was kind of surprised. Do you support his stuff?" I don't really want to get into it because that was very controversial. I got a lot of weird emotions, and I don't know. It's kind of weird because people always ask me, why do I follow this person? Why do I follow that? Why do I follow Kendra Scott? Why do I follow this person? Why do I follow that person? I just don't like to get into that because that's a whole other rabbit hole that I'm not prepared to answer, and I don't want to answer it. I hate to be like that. I don't, but I just don't want to get into it because that's a whole other topic. That's a whole other conversation that I really don't want to get into it. But I don't really want to answer it. But uh but I think all I'm gonna say is feel like people I don't know. I just don't want to answer it. But not in a mean way. I just don't want to get into it. Nicole says you are too cute to smoke. Yes. Uh, I just don't want to. Um, sorry, that just kind of threw me off topic. I don't know because I people always ask me like who I follow, why I follow this, why I do this, that. Like, dang, I can't follow a person on Instagram, or I can't follow this or that, or like who am I following on TikTok? I feel like people are just for certain issues, certain problems. Like, I don't know. That's just how I feel. I feel like I shouldn't. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just very like I just don't feel like answering it. Um, you're too cute to smoke. Yeah, I just don't really like smoking. It's just I grew up with like smoking. My dad would smoke, or my uncles would smoke. A lot of my friends smoke cigarettes, and so I was trying to at first I didn't really like smoking, and then I actually started liking it a lot, and so then I kind of got into smoking, and then I feel like ever since I moved to Houston, I kind of stopped a little bit, but then I kind of started again, and I would be smoking like Camel Crushes, Marlboro Lights, either in like the gold or the red one, or Newport shorts. Yes, girl. I'll be smoking a Newport short, and uh, I remember like I was smoking, and one of my friends was like, "That's fucking disgusting. You're smoking a cigarette." I'm like, you would be the last person that I would ever think smoking a cigarette. I would see you doing, smoking more other things than a cigarette, but I just don't smoke. I don't smoke like I don't know. I just feel like I just kind of stopped smoking alcohol. I mean, stopped smoking cigarettes. Sorry, I kind of got that confused. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like cigarettes is just not the way to go. And then Tina says, by the way, the drink looks like a good drink. By the way, yes, this is the pineapple refresher from Starbucks. I love it. As you can see, it turned into ice. I mean, the ice melted, but I'll still drink it because I mean, it is super good. It's super sweet, so I kind of like that the ice melts because I feel like it dilute. It doesn't make it sweet, be super super sweet as when you first get it. I feel like the Starbucks drinks are better whenever the ice is melted. Um, let's see, Dominic, don't apologize. Don't apologize. You like who you like. It's your life. You don't have to explain anyone to anyone. Thank you, Dominique. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Michelle says Burberry is going on sale at Nordy. I grabbed the Kensington 70% off, 1350 to 405 in the camel color, which is less than a classic. Hopefully it's nice when it gets to my house. Just stalk the sites. Yeah, if you check the private sale links, like things since it's a private shop, a lot of people don't check on it versus like the like designer clearance when you go on the regular website. So you definitely see like a lot more items like pop up, and they're there for a little bit longer than if they were just on the regular Nordstrom website. But uh, I would say definitely, you can definitely find some good stuff. I found like a really pretty like deer Burberry sweater, but then when I tried checking out, I had sold out. But yeah, that one has a really really good stuff. But you're gonna like it. I mean, I think everybody needs a Burberry trench coat in their collection, especially if you like that more classic style. And I would say that trench coat's more classic than the cashmere scarf from Burberry, if you ask me. Um, let's see. Uh, Yesy says, yes, Sergio, I'm not buying Burberry full price. I bought a coat at the outlet. That's why I love you. You're so knowledgeable. And it just depends for what Burberry it is, but I feel like in the coat, I think the MSRP for a lot of those things are very expensive. And I have quite a bit of Burberry coats. Like I think I have maybe 4 or 5 at this point, and I love them all, but I didn't pay full price for any of them. Actually, it's funny because I was doing a fitting and I have like my favorite one, which is like right here, which I'm gonna grab. Um, I just have the Burberry trench coat. Oh, it's not here, but I feel like a Burberry coat never goes out of style. Like I have this one here, and I love it. It never goes out of style. I wore it so much last year. I'm gonna wear it so much this year. I think a Burberry coat never goes out of style, if you ask me. And I literally got it for such a great price. Let's see. Um, I love your lives. I've been watching you since you started doing lives. I'm a big fan. Well, thank you so much for being in the live. And I think I do remember you being on the live before. So I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being back on the live. I appreciate it. Theo and Dad always smoking, but never taught us how to change a tire. Yeah, always smoking, always, grilling, but we never ever got to actually change a tire. So our parents failed us in that. I cannot change a tire to save my life. I don't even know how to do it. Last time I had a flat tire, I was with my friend, and I felt so bad for my friend. He had to like change it all by himself, and I was just like in the car, like, so embarrassed, like in the middle of the night. What is a good designer cologne for men? Tom Ford Ombre Leather. Tom Ford Ombre Leather. Tom Ford Ombre Leather is the perfect scent, or Tom Ford Noir are my favorite ones. Ever thought about doing a cologne video? Probably not, but I can see myself doing one on TikTok. Let me go ahead and use hide user on channel. Uh, I'll probably do one. I'll probably do a TikTok video on it. But yeah, um, okay, then I went ahead and removed that one. Sorry, there's like a weird account on here commenting weird stuff. Rosalind says, "Hey Sergio, love your honesty, love your style. Do you really love the Furla over the book tote?" Yes, I'm actually getting another Furla tote for the fall season in a new color. I love it so much over my book tote. Like I'm so happy with it, and literally I get compliments on it all the time, and that's why I'm getting it in another color. You guys know I don't really have like a lot of bags in the same color and style. I usually like to have them all different, but I just love that bag so much. And you guys, I was trying to link that bag, and you guys sold it out. Like you guys sold it out everywhere. It's like so hard to find. It's out of stock on the Furlough website, on Farfetch, on Dillard's, everywhere. But I feel like the new one that I'm gonna get, I'm getting Furla is basically gonna be a big brand for me in the fall season. I love Furla, not sponsor anything, but I've been loving Furla a lot. So be prepared to see a lot more Furla on my channel. Furla is one of my favorite brands right now. I'm back. Okay, so we are at the 142 mark. If we can get this video to 75 likes, I would appreciate it. If you guys have any more questions, let me know. I'm gonna try to see if I can get into this app to do a call-in. Maybe we can do like a little mini, a little mini, somebody can call in and see if it works. And so somebody can call it. Would somebody volunteer to call and ask a question on a fake phone number that I have? Let's see. I'm gonna try it. I don't know my Apple ID password, but we shall see. Oh girl, I do not know my password. Let's see. What is my password? Well, I don't know my password is. Motivation thoughts for winning. This is what Ruth said. I'm trying to log in, but I don't know why I keep saying message and attracted, but I guess motivation for winning is just keep your eye on the prize. You have to do what you have to do. You got to get to what you got to get. You have to sometimes put your side and your ego in the way. You have to put that on the side to see your eyes on the price. Sometimes people don't understand what you do, but you have to keep your eyes on the price in order to, be successful in life and to actually do things. And I feel like a lot of people are too embarrassed. Their egos, they care too much about what other people say. And I feel like that is all distraction for you not to be a winner, not for you to be on the top, because real people, real G's, and real people that really do business moves, people that have it like that, people that are successful, I think they don't care other people's opinion. If they have to go through a down season in order to be up more than they ever have in their entire life, then they'll do it. And I think pride and ego, I feel like, is something that a lot of people, especially in the youth, have struggles with. They can't learn to take a loss. You can't learn to take an L. they turn into violence, they turn into other situations that make more problems for them. I think not having a big pride or ego or being narcissistic, I think not having those three things and really being open and really putting your eyes on the prize, I think something that's really great in order to be successful in life, if you ask me. But yeah, guys, if we get this to 75 likes, I would definitely appreciate it. We are at the 144 mark. I'm still trying to see my password for it. I'm trying to make a fake number, but I do not know the password to my account. Oh, there it goes. I am downloading it now. I forgot the password for it. Give me 1 second. I'm just downloading this app right now. And you guys can call in and you can ask me a question, but please keep it PG. Hopefully there's a volunteer out of one of you guys that want to do it. But don't say anything inappropriate because I'm not trying to get the live stream flagged for any reason. Rosalind says, good advice, eliminate the ego. There's room for everyone to win. Exactly. I feel like sometimes people just need to put their ego on the side. Let's see, call. Let's see. Let's see. I don't even know how this works. Fake phone number. I've been wanting to do this for a while, so you're gonna be with me. You're gonna be watching me, and let's see. I just bought a Ralph Lauren basket. They have a good sale. Thank you for your advice on the brand. Yeah, I mean, I think Ralph Lauren's a very timeless and classic brand, but I feel like on certain lines they don't focus within. They don't focus within in it as much as the main line. Because I think it's like, let's see, it's like Ralph Lauren Purple Label, isn't like Ralph Lauren Collection, Ralph Lauren Home, Ralph by Ralph Lauren, Polo by Polo. It's like 50 million brands that are under the umbrella. So, okay, let's go ahead and do this. Get started. Okay, so my number, I'm gonna type it right here. If somebody wants to call me, and let's see if this works. Because this is definitely gonna be the live stream for the next one. Okay, it's 281-522-4263. And that's my number. So let's see. Let's see if it works. I've never done this before, so we'll see. I think I've used it when I was in high school. Okay, so I guess we'll go from there. Somebody try calling it, and then we'll go from there. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and go. Oh, okay. Hello? Oh.
Hi, Sergio.
Hello.
It's me, Jesse.
Dominique?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Did
It's me, Jesse.
Oh, Jesse? Oh, it sounds a little echoey, but you can hear me, right?
I can hear you through the internet. Yes.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, so is there anything you want to ask here on this live stream?
Not really. I'm just so excited that I actually get to speak with you.
Aww.
Oh, I'm an older audience. I'm 50 years old.
You are not old. You're definitely not old. No, don't say that. No.
You're so young, but I love all your information. I don't actually purchase the stuff that you purchase, but I just love you and keep up your
Oh,
channel.
oh, well, thank you. You know, I always try to do, I always try to, do everything very informative. Like, I feel like a lot of people make content just to kind of show, like, to show things, but I feel like a haul, I'm going to show this, I'm going to show that. And, I feel like sometimes it's very much like there's a lot of storytelling. And I feel like that's what people like the channel because I show people a little bit of something to take away from the video. Even if sometimes I try to talk about, you know, a bag or something, I always connect it with some sort of story or some sort of something with it. You know what I mean?
Okay. I actually, what I do purchase is like LV, Gucci.
Oh, Gucci, yes.
Dior.
Oh, Gucci girl, I love Gucci. They are.
And if you're able for us to send you like stuff that we purchased, I would love to send you my collection because I'm a collector. That's why I watch your channel and I like all the information you give to all the audience that can't afford those luxury higher brands.
No, yes, I feel like I should do a video where I should like people send in their collections and I talk about their collection and see like what they have new and stuff like that. That's something that a lot of people have been asking me about, and I feel like that'd be like a really cool idea to do. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that would be great. That'll be awesome. You can count me in.
Okay, well, that sounds like a plan. That's something definitely that I want to do. Well, I'm gonna let you go so somebody else can call in for a little bit to see. But thank you so much for being the first caller, and so we can test it. So I guess next time, I guess it could go more smooth. I didn't know it was gonna be that echoey, but I guess we can just work. I guess I can work on it when I get there.
Great. I'm so excited. That was the first caller. And I subscribe to your channel, but I've always watched your channel for a very long time. All your TJ Maxx, your Marshall, your Nordstrom, and all the stuff that you put out all the time. So keep up.
Thank you so much, love, Dominique. I appreciate it. All right, you have a good evening. All right.
All right, thank you. And it's Jesse. It's not Dominique. It's
Oh,
Jesse.
Jesse. Okay. Sorry. All right. Thank you. All right. All right. Bye, love.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so that worked out. Okay, that was my first call. Thank you so much, Dominique. I'm so like that kind of worked out. Uh, let's see. I don't even know how this works, but I definitely wanted. Okay, so I guess I have another caller, so we'll work this. It's answering the call. Hello? Hello? Can somebody hear me? Let's see. I guess I have to buy like some sort of premium version because it's definitely asking. But it's definitely I don't know. I don't know how this really works, but I definitely want to do it. Let me know if you guys want me to do a call in because I definitely would love to do one. I feel like that would be like such a fun video, even for me to do like on a random Monday. I feel like that'd be a great one. Okay, so we have a caller, so let's go ahead and answer it. Hello.
Sergio, this is Dominique.
Hi, Dominique. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to call in to say that I really enjoy watching your vlog shopping videos. I usually watch them before I go to sleep because it's like soothing just to go shopping. Because the city I'm in, we don't have good shopping, so I have to look through you.
No, everybody always said they always put like the videos like if they're driving, if they're like on a road trip, if they're like, cleaning around their house, like something so you can kind of have it as background. And then when you like hear something like, oh my God, look what I found. Like people was like, okay, then they like go back into the screen and then they see like what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just want to say also for the first time, So I went to Atlanta last weekend, and I went into the designer stores for the first time, and I was like thinking of you and like looking at Gucci bags and stuff. So
Did you go to Lenox Mall?
Is that the mall Buckhead?
I think is it the one that's outside or inside?
It's inside. I think it was Lenox. I went to like Gucci and Celine.
They have
LV.
I think they have like a big Saks Fifth Avenue store in Neiman Marcus, right? Is it that one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I always, yes, that one, yes.
I dropped one of the Gucci bags on the floor, and these sales associates kind of like started following me, so that was a little unnerving for my first time to be in there and have them doing that. But yeah,
I've done that. I've done that a few times where like I drop the bag and my face turns red. That happened at the Marc Jacobs store, and I feel like it's very much like, oh my god. But I feel like it happens to the best of us. But no, I love that mall. I've always seen it in everybody's vlogs. Like, oh, they're always there. But I don't know. I always hear some like, do they still check people like for metal detectors and stuff when you walk into the mall? I heard that was something that they did.
I did not get checked.
Because I know like there was like some crime, like something. I heard somebody was walking to their car with a shopping bag last weekend, and they got like robbed at gunpoint.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
I
did
always
not hear about that.
No, I always hear some crazy stuff happening in that mall. But I'm so happy you got to actually get to see a lot of the things in items. I feel like there's nothing like looking at the items in person.
Yeah, I want the Gucci horse bit. That's what I'm eyeing.
Oh, I love that bag. The horse bit, is it the larger like flat version?
The shoulder bag, the big shoulder one.
Oh, that one. I mean, a monogram or more of a leather?
It's just black with the little gold buckle on the front.
And that won't go. I mean, it'll go with everything because I feel like the horse bit is like very reminiscent of Gucci, but it's not like it's not in your face. It's just it's more of a cleaner style.
Definitely. And just one more thing. I know you have other callers, but I'll just say one more thing. I feel like I'm like connected with your energy. One, because we're both Virgos, and two, like I work at Nordstrom and you used to work at Nordstrom. So yeah.
So we're sisters basically. Wait, when's your birthday?
August 30th.
August 30th. Oh my gosh, we're like literally like 4 or 5 days apart.
Aww.
So we are true Virgos because I feel like the more closer it is to your birthday, especially like in a season, I feel like the closer you are with the person. Because I have some friends that literally their birthday is like the 3rd, the 2nd, and I feel like I'm more closer to them. So I feel like the closer you are with like your zodiac sign as far as birthday, I feel like the more connected you feel to them. I don't know. I think that's kind of weird, but I really believe in that.
Oh, definitely.
Well, I want to say thank you so much for calling, and thank you so much for being part of like the little bit of the test, because I've always wanted to do this, but I feel like today was like a perfect time to try it. So I'll probably do something like this next week. But thank you so much for being, I guess, like just like calling in. I really, really appreciate it, my fellow Virgo.
Yeah. Have a good night.
All right, have a good night. All right, thank you so much. Bye. Oh my god, guys, I love that. I should have done this a long time ago, but I think I could use this microphone and stuff like next time so it's a little bit more clear. But I feel like I should do that more often. I feel that was really, really good. Let's see. She's so sweet. I love that you're not old. Stop saying that. I just bought a pillow, Tabby. Thank you for sharing. Oh, anytime, Kima. I'm so happy for her. She was letting you know how much you mean to her as one of your followers. She's a subscriber. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like not calling people like subscribers. I feel like our followers. I feel like subscribers. I feel like we all get along with each other. You know what I mean? We have another caller. We're gonna do this last one, and then we're gonna end up. I'm gonna end up leaving the live. Hello.
Hi, Sergio.
Hello.
Yeah, Sergio.
Yes. Who is this?
This is Dallas 214.
Oh, hi, Dallas 214. How are you?
Good. Just wanted to call in. I'm glad you answered. I follow you since before you lived in Houston when you used to live in Dallas. And just want to say that I like your positive spirit. I mean, it's a pleasure to just listen to you. I actually have never shopped at Nordstrom. I don't own any bags, but I just like the way you describe the bags, the way you go into detail about the leather, the material, the buckles, the snaps, just the way you describe the bags altogether. I just think it's quite interesting. And I just happened upon you one time on YouTube. And then I just got hooked all of a sudden, just seeing how you interact with everybody, how you're always positive. And I just wanted to thank you for that.
Oh no. Well, I want to say thank you for watching. And yes, I do get like a lot of people that tell me like, oh, like, I may not like be into like everything that you talk about, but I definitely like appreciate you for like talking things like a certain way. But I think for me, I'm always positive because I feel like, I feel like from the time somebody wakes up, you look at your notifications and you see like negative news. I feel like everything is so negative nowadays. And don't get me wrong, I feel like I can be very negative. I don't have the days where I don't want to do anything, where I can be more selfish or whatever the reason is. But I feel like I always try to be a little bit more of a positive person because you always, I don't know, I feel like sometimes like I said, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, I feel like we're always bombarded with a lot of negative things, especially within the news. And, just like, people rather hear negative things that get more views, more likes, and, stuff like that than positive things. So I always like to be a little bit more of a happy spirit than always being kind of a Debbie Downer, if you know what I mean.
Definitely. And you've got a life follower, so keep it up and I'll continue to watch. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much, Dallas. I appreciate you. All right.
Thank you too.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay, guys. So we did 3 callers. We will do one next Friday. Actually, then I'll do 2 live streams. So there will be no video next Friday. I will do one of these call-ins next Friday along with my UAL live stream, which I'll talk about that on another YouTube video and on my Instagram. So make sure to follow me, and I'll talk about that more. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream because it is 2 hours 39. I think I'm gonna. I have to go to dinner. I have to talk to my friend about some stuff about my friend that's missing. So I have to like deal with that for a little bit. And I'll see you guys on the next live stream. And Lena, I will get to you next time. Next time when you're in the live, I'll make sure you're one of the first callers. You can, if you want, you can DM me on Instagram. And so when I see your phone number pop, I can be one of the first. I can be probably the first one that I'll answer on the next live stream. But I want to say thank you so much for everybody being part of the live stream. I know it's kind of weird all over the place. I know my energy is a little off because of my friend, but I'll be fine next week. Hopefully she's found everything, but I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys, and thank you so much.